Happy Monday. Wanted to talk today a little bit about money. I don't always talk about money, and I feel like money is a bit of a taboo or not really talked about subject. But today, for my weekly inspiration, I really wanted to dive into a little bit more of the energy of money. And I suspect that if you're anything like me, you may have been raised in an environment where money maybe had a different energy than what I really would like it to be for me now. And I've really been diving into this part of my belief about money and diving into how I feel about money and what it is for me. And, it's been a bit of a journey, and maybe you're feeling the same. And for me, money, has been a bit of an issue, has been a bit of a challenge, and not always, but I was raised in an environment where, and not by any fault of my family's or by society, but it's, about money not growing on trees. I heard that saying a lot. And it's funny when you think about how money is actually made. It actually is from trees, which, I think is a little bit funny now. I remember saying to a friend of mine when I was younger, and this, I worked at a bank for a while as well. So I actually developed a fairly decent, probably belief in money, but I think it was also underlying this energy, negative energy of sorts, with money too, just because of the system of the bank. But I remember saying to a friend of mine, one of my neighbors, that you're going to be in debt for the rest of your life anyway, so why not just start now? And I remember her very clearly saying to me that, well, I'm not ever going to be in debt. And I thought, she's crazy. Of course she's going to be in debt. And now that I reflect back on that conversation and that connection, I think she had the right idea about what the energy of money was, is that she believed that she was never going to be in debt. And I believed that I was always going to be in debt. And you really get what you believe, right? Like the universe provides exactly what you believe. And now that I'm starting to really take a closer look at what it is that I believe about money and what it is that I want to actually believe about money, it's totally shifting. And her way of thinking was bang on, that you don't have to be in debt. I know a lot of us carry mortgages, so I don't know if I consider that necessarily a whole lot of debt. I mean, there's equity in there and money you can get back, but another story. So I am reading this book that has been helpful. And I read a lot of books. I'm in a lot of spaces or circles where we talk about these kinds of things. We have deeper conversations about energy and about what you put out is what you get back. And so I'm aware of this stuff, but sometimes I need to read it a couple times, or I need to be immersed in it a couple hundred times before it actually lands, and before I'm ready to receive whatever it is that I'm reading or hearing or experiencing or seeing. And maybe you're the same. Everything lands at different times for different people, and I'm completely accepting of that. I used to be irritated about it because I just wanted everything to land for me immediately, and then I realized that that's not actually how it works. So I read a lot about the energy of money and how we think about money. And, I think each time that I read something, or that I am enveloped in the energy of that kind of information, that it lands deeper in my cells, deeper in my heart, deeper in my energy and my soul. So I'm reading this cool book, and I kind of like swear words a little bit. For those of you who know me know that we're a family that's okay with our children swearing, as long as it's not being done with disrespect or with not being kind. So my son's like, why are you reading? You are a badass. What does it say? You are a badass at making money. I love the word badass, and I love the word money. And Jen Sincero, I think that's how you say her name, she's amazing. I've read You Are a Badass before, and I just got this from the library. I love the library. I may have to buy the book though, but it's really great at allowing you or inviting you to look at money in a different way. Because a lot of times we think of money, we have all kinds of different sayings that we have heard over the years, whether it's from our parents, or whether it's from educators, or whether it's from just people in your life. that, you know, money is the root of all evil, or, you know, money, you know, any type of negative connotation, people who are rich are greedy or money hungry. And really, if you think about money, it's not like, it's not evil. It's not possible. It's just a thing. It's a thing, like my shirt. My shirt is not evil, or my necklace is not evil. And it's funny when I think about that, because my son, my 3-year-old, he's in very much in the space where if he, say, runs into something, say like a table, then he gets angry at the table. And he's like, stupid table, or oh, you're brutal table, like you're evil, or I hate you table, like it's the table's fault that he ran into the table. And I always say, it's not the table's fault that you ran into the table. The table's just sitting there, not really doing much of anything, just being. And you ran into the table. You are the variable. And I'm not saying that he's the problem, but you just weren't aware, or you were moving too fast, or you just didn't see it, or for whatever reason. The table is not the problem. So it's same with money. The energy, it's just energy. It's just a thing that we use to acquire things, to eat, to live. Really, we need money to live right now, which I don't love that thought. But if you could think about money as just, it's simply a way that we exchange energy. And for me, that's been a big one, big shift, that money is simply an energy exchange. And it's an exchange for services. It's an exchange for food. It's an exchange for travel or experiences or things that you want and desire. Nothing more. I mean, that's what they used to do back in the day. They just traded things. So I'll trade you this for this. Now we're just using money to simplify, but sometimes it doesn't simplify in this world, because we've created different, like, negative energy around money. And that if you want money, you're greedy. And if if you're poor, then you're, you're happier. None of those things make any sense. It's just energy. And I love that we can reframe the way that we think about it. We can think about it in a positive way. And I really started creating new mantras of money and how I want to bring forth money. And not because I'm selfish or not because I'm money hungry, but because I know that money will bring me joy, so that I can share it, so that I can share that joy out, so that I can give more, that I can donate more, that I can have more ease in the way I think about my bills, and I don't have to stress about things. So it creates joy and happiness within me. Then I can transfer that onto my kids, and they can transfer it onto their kids, and so on. So I'm helping to heal the energetic connection with money for generations to come, which makes me pretty excited. And, I love money. And that's one of my mantras is I love money and abundance, because I want more than just money. I want abundance of love and joy and happiness and all of the things that delight my soul. So that's one of my new mantras is I love money and abundance, and it flows easily to me. Or money, I read this one in here, which I really loved. Money is the, where is it? I love money because it's the root of so much awesome, right? So much awesome. I also have a new mantra where I've been thinking a lot more about my healing work and my growth and my expansion. And I say my healing and my growth come from joy, abundance, and love. Because I used to think it came from struggle. And we don't need to struggle. We don't need to struggle with the energy of money. We don't need to struggle with the energy of anything. We just have to try to do the inner work in order for us to see it come to fruition externally. And I think that's how we heal a planet. We do our inner work and changing some of the belief systems that are just not in alignment with who we are anymore. And that's how we change the world. So let's all become a badass, as Jen will say, at making money and creating a new energy with money. Okay, let's do it. I hope you have a great day today. Let's change our beliefs about money. Namaste.